Imagine this. Your kids go an entire afternoon without fighting. Your older one no longer hits your younger one. Your son stops pestering his sister. Every sibling relationship goes through turmoil, but there are some simple things you can use to help your kids have a great relationship. Hi, I'm Veronica Castro, and for the last 30 years, Hand-in-Hand Parenting has reached over 10 million parents. We've trained instructors all over the world who are helping parents of only children, multiples, kids with autism, sensory processing differences, early childhood trauma, speech impediments, and everything in between. Basically, we love helping parents like you have relationships with your kids that are fun, playful, and cooperative. A few years ago, I would have laughed if you told me it was possible for my kids to go a day without fighting, but now it happens more often than not. So what's the secret? It's a relationship built on emotional connection. Now, in the last video, I talked about the two choices you have for responding when your child is being uncooperative. You can manage the defiant behavior through discipline, threats, or punishment, but that ends up in an exhausting cycle, and in the end, it doesn't really work. Your other choice is to replace threats with connecting, especially through laughter and play. When you can do that, you're on your way to having a much more cooperative child. If you ever heard, "No, Mom, I'm not gonna," make sure you check out that video and get some good ideas for how to end that frustrating behavior. Now in this video, you'll learn what to do when you find yourself caught in the middle of your children's meltdown. One of the biggest questions we get asked by parents is this: how can I help siblings get along? This is a very good question. One kid keeps grabbing the other one's toy or hitting the baby, or they say mean things to each other. What can I do so that there can be lots of positive interactions between them, right? Now, you might be thinking, what if it's too late for my children to have a good relationship? Or maybe you feel like you've tried everything and nothing works for long. Maybe you don't know how to fix the problem if you weren't there to see what started it, right? Or you're wondering how to fix it without blaming and shaming. Maybe one of your children has special needs and you're not sure how to attend to the needs of both kids at once. Maybe sometimes you're just way too tired to intervene and it's easier to just manage the behavior and put them in different rooms. It's totally legitimate to be concerned. And what I'm about to teach you will work whether your children have been fighting for 2 minutes or for 2 years. This may not come as a surprise to you, but your kids really do have a giant-sized need for your attention. So the secret to helping siblings get along is to give each child some really yummy individual attention. We teach parents to deliver the attention to their kids' needs in small chunks of time in a way that really soaks it in. We call it special time. This is how you do it. Choose one child to give your individual attention to for a set amount of time. You can choose how long you'll spend, 5 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, making it something you're confident you can manage. Now, the amount of time is not as important as the quality of your attention. The most important part of special time is that you follow their lead and do exactly what they want to do. The child is in charge of this dedicated time period. Your only job is to take the less powerful role and delight in paying attention to whatever they decide to do, or at least give it your very best shot. Kids love this because they rarely get to be in charge. All day long, people are telling them what to do, but when they get to be in charge, they have so much more fun. Now, don't be surprised if your child wants to do something that has been previously off limits, like having a food fight or stomping in the mud. Take this time to laugh with them and follow along, knowing that the timer is set and things will be back to normal very soon. Developing a habit of sharing special time will make your child feel super connected to you. When your son or daughter has had tons of experiences like that with you, they're able to work through the tough times more easily because you've been there for them frequently. Special time is that vitamin that helps your kids weather the unfairness of having to share you and everything else. Special time is a great preventative measure for sibling rivalry, but fights are bound to happen. What then? If you can give a few minutes of special time at the first hint of a fight or an argument, you'll have the best chance of stopping a fight before it starts. But if a fight has erupted, here's a 5-step process for what to do. Okay, here's number 1. Move close. Gently but firmly and physically intervene to make sure everyone is safe. Number 2.
Take turns, stay listening. It's a good idea to let your kids cry and rage out all their frustration. Now, the only thing you need to do is stay with them and really listen. You don't have to say very much. Just a few words like, "I'm here now," go a long way. Try to have gentle physical contact with both children, like a gentle hand on their back or leg.
Number 3, take it slow. Ask them one at a time what happened and listen back and forth. You're not trying to get to a solution. What you want is the emotional steam blowing off so they can release all those feelings of yuck. Give the situation time. If you hurry to get a solution, it won't stick well. Okay, number 4. If you've arrived after someone has been hurt, it's good to apologize for not getting there in time to prevent a fight. Something like, "I'm sorry I didn't get there sooner. Tell me what happened." Number 5, avoid blame. Your children will be able to like each other more easily after a fight if neither is blamed for the upset. They also will be better able to let go of those feelings of hurt if you take responsibility for keeping things safe in the family. That's what you can do if you get there too late. So how can you predict when fights might occur? Try spending a few days watching your children play with each other. You might notice that there are certain patterns or times of the day when they have the most trouble. For instance, if your kiddos tend to get into trouble with each other right after you bring them home in the evening, try getting down on the floor to play with them right when you walk in the door. Games like, "I have 10 kisses for each of you," or "I'm gonna catch you," can turn into contests that can bring lots of laughter and reassurance after a day of being separated. Sometimes your kids can work together to keep you away. That strengthens their bond as the powerful and clever ones who successfully fight their bumbling but determined parent. When you can notice and anticipate the harder times, you can avoid those crazy eruptions. If you notice that your children can only play well together for about 10 minutes, then at about 8 minutes, bring in one into the kitchen to help you with making dinner. Raising siblings and helping them become friends very well might be the most difficult part of parenting. So how can we make it easier? First of all, you need to know that their sense of connection with you is the glue that holds their peaceful relationship together. Now, it would be great if each child always had your undivided attention, but in today's busy world where multitasking is the norm, often that just isn't possible. However, if you practice frequent special time, you'll see that your kids are able to play together for longer and longer and share more generously. Now, I'll admit, spending all that energy connecting and playing with your kids can feel impossible unless you are getting regular support for yourself. It may seem like an overwhelming task right now, but in my next video, I'm going to show you a 5-minute technique that you can use anytime that can keep you from losing your cool and doing things you regret later. Now, I want to thank you for your amazing comments that you left on the last video and for sharing it with other parents. More than 7,000 people saw that first video, and I hope you take pride in sharing this knowledge with other parents. Together, we're helping to change the lives of kids all over the world. And for that, I thank you. Until you get the next video, what I'd love for you to do is to hit that Facebook like button below. Go ahead and ask me questions you have, or tell me what you would do with an extra hour of time in your day if your children were playing well together.